Welcome to Colin Speedway for race 8 of the TGRA Alcatel-Lucent Series at Colin Speedway. It's the Colin 250 presented by Autism Speaks, with Brett Moffitt on the pole and Justin Allgaier alongside him. This is race 2 of the Race to the Chase, consisting of Talladega, Colin Speedway Auto Club, and Bristol. Last week's winner was Denny Hamlin. He won at Talladega. Now he is locked into the chase. Could someone else lock themselves into the chase? Someone like Carl Edwards, Ryan Smith, Jeb Burton, who's been dominant all season, or could Kyle Larson, he's starting a little deep in the field, could he win it from there? Now let's look at today's headlines coming into this race. The key word for this weekend has been win. Brett Moffitt starting on the pole, he says that he hopes to hold everyone off, and Justin Allgaier says that he wants to win following last week at Talladega. Carl Edwards says the minions working on his car have been successful. He has a really fast car. He hopes to win today. And Dale Jr. People say that he should have won last weekend, but he's now the points leader. He doesn't want to lock himself into the chase, though. Just on points, he wants to win. And Kyle Busch, as the rules say, win and you're in. There is no being in the top whatever in points. If he wins today, even though he's back in the pack, he will be in the chase. Multiple drivers making their TALS debuts this weekend. Brett Moffitt, he makes his debut this weekend. He's starting on the pole. Strong start for him already this weekend. David Reagan, he's making his debut. He's making his TALS debut in the number 55 Aaron's Dream Machine. And Kurt Busch says that he plans to run the rest of the season, and he says this race feels like his first race, because he's pretty much wants to think that Darlington did not count, as he wrecked on the restart after following the first caution. Justin Allgaier has been by far the fastest car all weekend in every single practice, every single round of qualifying, except the final round, falling just short to Brett Moffitt. He says that he hopes to pull it off this weekend, which means one less spot for drivers to win their way in, but one more spot for drivers to point their way in. And Carl Edwards says his minions have been working on the car ever since they arrived here. He hopes they have finally found the perfect setup. Now let's look at our current chase standings after Talladega. Kevin Harvick, he has 2 wins. He'll be on top of them. And then Denny Hamlin, Tyson Gifford, Jeff Gordon, Swaggy, Hornish, who won the Daytona 500. This is where the points are. Then Dale Jr. is first in points. And then Jeb Burton is second in points. Matt Kenseth in third. So now seeing Sam Hornish Jr. is not in the top 14 in points, which is where the Chase is. Chase has 14 drivers. That's why Brad Keselowski, even though he's 14th in points, he would not make the chase. Now let's go down trackside for the opening ceremonies. Now, for the greatest words in motorsports, please welcome Colin, the Lego minifigure. Drivers, start your engines. Cars have fired up. Now let's look at our starting lineups presented by Nike. Row 1 is Brett Moffitt and Justin Allgaier. Row 2 is the baller from Baltimore, Ryan Smith, and cousin Carl Edwards. Row 3 is Swaggy and AJ Allmendinger. Row 4 is Kurt Busch and Dale Jr., our current points leader. Row 5 is Jeb Burton and Clint Boyer. Row 6 is TALS Daytona 500 winner Sam Hornish Jr. and Kevin Harvick. Row 7 is Danica Patrick and Matt Kenseth. Row 8 is Kyle Larson. He's got a somewhat fast car, and Casey Kane. Row 9 is last week's winner Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch. Rowdy starting in row 9. Yeah, that's right. And Keselowski and McMurray are in row 10. Row 11 is Greg Biffle and Michael Annett. Joey Logano not having good starting spots this year, and Tony Stewart there in row 12. Row 13 is Austin Dillon in the Bain train, Tripper Bain. Row 14 is Tyson Gifford and TALS, making his TALS debut, David Reagan. Row 15 is Ryan Newman and six-time Jimmy Johnson. Row 16 is Jeff Gordon, rounding out the field. It's a 6-lap race here today at Colin Speedway, and it's a 0.76 mile track. It'd be pretty long if it was 7 miles. And race to the chase, race number 2 is underway. Here we go, green flag is in the air as Brett Moffitt gets loose, slams into Carl Edwards, allowing Allgaier to get in first, and Ryan Smith is now in second. Ryan Smith going around the outside. Allgaier will lead lap 1. Ryan Smith going around the outside. Will he make it? They're battling for position, and it looks like Ryan Smith will have the advantage. Coming at the line, he leads lap 2. Carl Edwards right behind him. Moffitt has slipped to 4th. Now it's you guys, and now Allgaier trying to pass Ryan using every single line he can. Finally goes on the outside and inside, and now he is led. Lap 4, 2 laps to go. Lap 5, Ryan Smith going around the inside. Inside, he has the advantage. Now it's the final lap. Carl Edwards nudges Allgaier out of the way. Will he have enough time to pass Ryan? I don't think he will. Ryan, goes into the wall. Ryan goes into the wall. He finishes 3rd. Carl Edwards wins. Wow, oh my gosh. That was a crazy finish. But look at that again. He does his burnout on the front stretch. And he looks like he will do the backflip. Celebratory Carl Edwards. It looks like he finally found the right setup. He and his minions have won the Colin 250. Great job to Carl Edwards and the crew. Now he's in the chase. Second is Allgaier. Third is Ryan Smith, as he said to tell me he got crossed up on that final lap. Moffitt holds on to finish 4th, and Allmendinger, Kurt Busch, Dale Jr. 9th was Boyer. 10th was Swaggy, and Hornish, Jeb Burton, Matt Kenseth, and Casey Kane. And then 15th, rounding up top 15 was Danica, and then Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson. Kyle's finishing 16th, 17th, then McMurray, Gifford, and Hamlin. 21st was Gordon, 22nd was Logano, 23rd was David Reagan, 24th Stewart, 25th Biffle, 26th Annett. And 27th was Trevor Bain, 28th Keselowski, 29th Johnson, 30th Dillon, and 31st Ryan Newman. Looks like I guess he didn't find the speed all day, even though he started in the back, really hurt him. Now let's look at our standings. First, second, and third has not changed from last week, as it's Dale Jr., Jeb Burton, and Matt Kenseth. Then Harvick, Tyson, Hamlin, Logano, Gordon, Tritt, Ryan, Carl Edwards, and Danica. Now Kane would be the last person in the chase on points, seeing that Sam Hornish Jr., seeing he has the win, is locked in. Which means Johnson, even though he's 14th in points, yeah, he's not in it. Sorry, Johnson. Now let's take another look at the final lap of this Colin 250. So as you see, Carl Edwards were on board, so he gets Allgaier loose. Then he gets behind Ryan. And here they come on the front stretch. It looks like Ryan just got loose or something. I don't know. He just went right up into the wall. Next race is at Auto Club. For the Race to the Chase, Race 3. TALS Race 9. For the Five Nights at Freddy's 4 500. It's going to be a scary one, folks. Hope you guys tune in. Molly622 signing out.